Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Arsenal Manchester United show. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast meets the Mandem United podcast, where Cam and myself talk all things Arsenal, talk all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please, people. Of course, as always, I will start the best questions. If you super chat, I will get straight to it as well. Let's bump up the likes already in double figures, so big up to you lot. Please make sure you share this across the socials. Hit that like button, share this across all the socials, and on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit that subscribe button, please. Cam is here in the building. Yes, Cam, what are you telling me? You good?
Yo, hey, I just wanted to say real quick, I just realized one thing. You've got the best intro in the YouTube game.
You think so? I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you. Because there's a lot of good intros out there. You know what I'm saying? So I
Nah,
appreciate it.
it's just the way, it's just the opening of it. Yes, people. I don't know what it is about that. Yeah, it's like one of them. Like, oh shit, this guy's legit got one of the best intros in the game, bro. Like, and do you know what I just realized? I only really just clocked that now. After the 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, however long it's been. I appreciate that, man. Kind words, you get what I'm saying? Appreciate it. But yeah, how you doing, fam? Everything good, yeah?
Yeah, man, I'm all good. Back to winning ways, I had to
Yeah.
give them scrubs what they deserve. The little quick one, you know what I'm saying? Lost the second half if they want to claim the second half win. I remember we'll go into it later. I'll let you obviously finish the intro on that, but
Yeah, cool.
like I said, I tweeted earlier, I've seen a lot of things this season. Arsenal being top has changed a lot. I mean, everyone's perspective of football now, their whole mentality. But I'll go into it in a bit. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get into all of that. Don't worry about that, people. Obviously, Cam just mentioned it there, so I'm sure Cam will be talking about Arsenal getting back to winning ways. Still trying to chase down Manchester City after being Arsenal 3-1 at the Emirates. Manchester United lost. Manchester United lost last night. Well, technically last night, last night, people, to a last-minute penalty. McAllister scoring, Shaw giving away a penalty. Why Shaw's arm was so high, I have no idea. Looked like he was playing basketball, so I have no idea what he was doing. Looked like he was in the paint in the Eastern Conference playoffs. I don't know what was going on, but I'll be giving my thoughts on that. I'm sure plenty of you lot will have many questions. I'm expecting the reaction to the Manchester United game on the obvious overreaction as well, which always happens. But if the game would have stayed 0-0, which it probably should have, we wouldn't be having these conversations. This is nothing new. All Manchester United's issues have been there outside of that game against Brighton. But like I said, I'll get into it very, very shortly. Big up to United for license, big up Flawless and everyone. He says, right after the yellow card on Anthony, I would take him off and bring on Pellistri. I believe Pellistri would have offered more than Anthony in the second half. I thought Anthony was good in the first half, and I thought the whole team was pretty much good in the first half. And then in the second half, it was very similar to what happened at Spurs. I don't think we were poor in the second half. I thought we was below average, and that's not good enough. And we've been doing this away from home. But even with that loss, we still have the 5th best away record overall. But Ten Hag knows where he needs to improve. He'll know where we need to improve, and everyone can see it as well. If we have great home form. If we saw that away form, we're a title contending side. And with the improvements we should make in the summer, I expect us to do that. But yeah, man, we'll see. Peter G says, big up Flawless and Calm. Let's face it, United are just a cup team at that moment. United purge must happen for that to change. Yeah, I agree. 100%. I also had bring in Eriksen for Fred and Sancho for Martial and switch Rashford to the middle and Sancho left. The attack was useless with alleviating the pressure and finishing clear chances. I don't think it was like Eriksen for Fred thing. Like I said, in the first half, everybody was good. Everybody, like, to me, in the first half was good. Nobody was below a 6. Everybody was good. De Gea did what he had to do. We limited them defensively. Shaw and Lindelof were both good. Wan-Bissaka kept Matoma quiet. Dalot was okay. Casemiro was decent. Fred was buzzing around. I thought Bruno was very good. And we looked a threat. You know what I'm saying? Anthony looked good. Should have scored, though. Rashford always looked a threat. Martial was probably the worst attacker out of the lot of them. So, yeah, I wouldn't say so. I don't think it's Sancho for Martial or Eriksen for Fred. We just need to improve. That's all it is. Like, the team isn't good enough. So we're going to falter in these type of things. Peter G says Anthony is wasted on that right hand side. I would try playing him centrally or in a flexible front three. He would have controlled those balls over the top, unlike Rashford, and not backed out of 50-50s. Now, Anthony's not wasted on the right. Absolutely not. He just needs to do more over there. Even though I thought he was good today, in particular in the first half, I thought he was good. And yeah, Shaw was good. Shaw had a great game, and I won't blame him because the attack on the midfield allowed them to easily go right through us and create the pressure. The foul on Shaw before the penalty was a joke. I need to see it again, but I didn't see any foul. Go on.
4 points or something like that ahead of Liverpool.
4 points with the game in hand ahead of Liverpool.
Yeah,
if we win 3 out of the last 5, we're guaranteed, even if they win all their games. So that's why I'm not even overreacting about top 4.
Don't bottle it, bro. Don't bottle it to your rivals, bro.
You're crazy.
You that last year. I'm
crazy.
telling you bottle it this year. I don't care.
You must think we're you. We ain't balling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, listen, hey, never say never.
I'll say never. I say we finish in the top 4. I've been confident of this the entire
I believe season. You finished top 4, but hey,
I still think we finished third. Let me go 1 third.
I don't really have the confidence in Liverpool to go 4-4 right now.
Yeah, let me go. They've won 5 in a row. Let me go 1 further. I still think we finished third.
Yeah, true.
I'll go 1 further. Yeah. Still think we finished third in the league.
5 in a row. They can't be 5 in a row. They drew against us.
No, fam. Since then, where you been? They've won 5 games in a row, fam. Since then.
Have they played 5 games?
Yeah, fam. Because they played midweek.
I've been working so much.
You've been working a lot. You're working, man.
I don't even know what month we're in right now.
Yeah. It's midweek. It's the 5th of May now, technically, fam. But yeah, they've won 5 in a row. Because they have had favourable fixtures and they've took advantage of that. So I salute to them, and they've hit form, but it's just a little bit too late. But in regards to it, yeah, United for life, giving the ball up, not good enough. We didn't keep the ball well enough. And even right at the end, they shouldn't have that corner. But United for you. LFC for the double says, man, that second half was awful. I don't think it was awful. I was thinking we was below par. I don't think it was awful. Every time Weghorst steps foot on the pitch, we are down to 10 men. I'd rather keep Martial running around like a headless chicken than bring in on this 10-foot who doesn't know how to hit the ball. I wouldn't put it on Weghorst, and I wouldn't say Martial runs around like a headless chicken either. But Martial wasn't good today. He was bad today. He was very, very bad today. He was. Not very bad, actually. That's too harsh. He wasn't good today. He was poor today. That's what I'd say. And I'm really top 4. I'm so disinterested in the season now because of chasing top 4, which I have no interest in, going out to Sevilla. So I'm just waiting for the FA Cup, people. This is back to last season, where I'm just completely I'm disinterested now because top 4 ain't no goddamn trophy. Yeah, man's sold out because we're not playing for anything now in the Premier League. We're just playing for form and confidence.
Just out of curiosity, like I don't think you put a top 4, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But what happens if you do? Like in your like sort of mind, like what does that mean? I'm not saying that as in like we crush the manager. I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying like, would you then be like, say if you bought a top 4 and then end up losing the FA Cup, would you be like a lot more?
How would I feel about that? I'd be losing the FA Cup. I'm not going to get mad.
It's even about it's about how you feel.
Because the FA Cup.
Would you be shocked? Is what I was trying to say.
Would I be shocked if we
shocked?
What if we lose top 4?
Bottle top 4 and lose the FA Cup, both.
I wouldn't be shocked if we lost the FA Cup because City are the favourites for that. So I wouldn't be shocked. Would I be shocked if we don't finish top 4? Yes. From this situation and this position with the remaining games we have, I needed to win 3 from 5, and we have Wolves. Well, we need to win 3 from 5, and that's West Ham away, Bournemouth away, Wolves at home, Chelsea at home, Fulham at home. If you can't win 3 out of those 5 games, I'd be very shocked. As critical as I am of this team and this squad, they're good enough to go and do that.
Are you confident because your away form is piss poor?
No. Our away form against the top sides is piss poor.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah,
but we don't play the top sides away from home anymore. This was the last one.
But it's like I've got to shout out to Yan for this because she makes sense when she says it. Like the teams that you're playing away now are fighting for relegation, so they're going to be in like their own sort of.
They're going to be on it, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So are you confident you can go to what you got 2 or 3
West
away
Ham? We got 2 games away from home. We got West Ham. We got Bournemouth. And then the home games is
Fulham,
Fulham,
and then what was
Chelsea,
it?
and
Chelsea's a
Fulham.
win. Don't worry about
Yeah, Fulham, Chelsea, and Wolves, all at Old Trafford.
Are you confident in the away games?
No, I'm more confident in the home games. If we put it this way, if 3 out of or 4 out of the last 5 were away, then I'd be much more concerned. But our home form has been exceptional pretty much all the entire season. Yeah. I think it's only City who have collected more points. Us and you lot are on the same in terms of points collected at home. So I have no issue with home games. Chelsea at home, Fulham at home, Wolves at home, and then even the 2 away games as well.
And I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even say concern, but I think your toughest game out of that would be Fulham.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fulham's definitely yeah. In terms of home, yes. Home games, yes.
I'll be real with you. I'm not even trying to banter Chelsea right now. Like that.
That's not banter, fam. That's facts.
And I know Chelsea fans will be like, yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
With that shit under Lampard and that. So what I'm saying is, don't drop points to Fulham and lose the 2 away games, because you could be looking. Who's your last game?
Fulham at home.
Oh, so that's the last game of the season.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Chelsea are 37, and then Fulham are 38.
I can see you going 3 and 4 just in the Fulham games, to be honest with you.
Well, like 100%. Like I have no issues. No, what's the word I'm looking for? No issues. That's the wrong word. Yeah, you said the word right. No concern. You know what I'm saying? In that, I have no concern in regards to top 4, even though I'm really disinterested in it. And I've been thinking over it. Yeah, go on.
So who do you have next? Sorry.
West Ham away. West Ham on Sunday.
So
7 p.m. West Ham Sunday 7 p.m.
Just say that is a draw or a loss.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then who do you have after that?
Bournemouth away.
See, if that was Fulham home and you was to drop points, then that's when pressure. Yeah. That's when I feel like you would feel the pressure.
Yeah.
But because you said Fulham's the last game of the season, I feel like you go Bournemouth away. You might even drop points at Bournemouth, to be fair. But I feel like the only way Liverpool really catch you and take top 4 is if you drop points in obviously every game, but if you go to the next 2 away games, put it this way, and you get a win out of that, you secure top 4. Like your home record is up there.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I've been banking on the entire season.
And like I said, your toughest game, legit, out of all them 5 games is Fulham, but that's the last game of the season, and by then you could have already had top 4 wrapped up.
Yeah, like 100%. That's why. And I've been thinking like this past week and last week, like, yo, why am I just so like disinterested in talking about United? And then it dawned on me, I was like, oh shit, we ain't got nothing left to play for. Like in terms of it's just form and fitness and confidence going into the FA Cup final. I was like, top 4 has never been it for me. I won't jump. If we get there, I've never jumped up and down. I'm never like, yeah, we made top 4. You don't get nothing for it.
The only time
you get Champions League, but you get no trophy. You get no trophy for it. Like that's not a reward. Like that should be the bare minimum.
I'll be real with you. Do you know the only time I really enjoyed top 4, getting top 4, and this was the last time we were relevant in that sense, was 2006. And I've always gone back to that 2006 season, bro. And the only reason I celebrated it like that was because we outpicked our arch rivals, our next door neighbors.
See, that makes sense then, innit? There's something more on that.
That one made more sense, but that was the last time I celebrated it like it was a trophy.
Yeah, man, sorry. That's not.
You get what I mean? Like, I knew it wasn't a trophy, but that's the last time I celebrated it like it was a trophy. Because obviously I wasn't to know that we were gonna go on for the next fucking 10, 20 years and not do the fucking Premier League again. But I was under the assumption that Wenger might leave, hopefully going to leave between that 07-10 period, and he
okay.
Did it. So after the 2011, that's when I accepted. Under Wenger, we ain't gonna be shit, and I was proven right.
So with it, it's kind of like, I've never once and I never will. Like that should be bare minimum. Like finishing on the top 4 with the amount of money Manchester United invest should be a given. Like where you land within that top 4, that's a whole different conversation. Before we continue, you lot continue to get your questions in. Please keep them Arsenal or Manchester United related, please. Over 40, like I said, of you lot in the building. Only at 20 likes, let's double that. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. And what we on is a subscriber check as well. Let's see, we're at 6,300 and something. Let's see. I'm just refreshing the screen right now as we speak. Right, we're looking for 5 new subscribers, people. That is the subscriber check. We're looking for 6,360. We're looking for 5 new subscribers, people. We're looking for 5 new subscribers. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button expeditiously. But yeah, that's why. And today, like obviously let me actually, because I started some of the questions as well that some of you lot have asked. Yeah, so to away games, we've got left Warrior J. Bournemouth, West Ham away, Bournemouth away. And yeah, that's it. West Ham and Bournemouth away. They're the 2. So we got 2 of our final 5 games away from home. But I expect us to do the business. Hey, big up to Neville B. Good to see you in the chat. As always, a large up to you. Flawless, I see why you don't trust United in away games since United lost some control in that second half. Yeah, the second half wasn't good. It really wasn't. It wasn't as bad as Spurs, but it wasn't good enough. But again, we know we've spoken in depth many a time about these players and their levels and how they're not good enough. That's why I'm really not overly upset.
I can see people getting on. Sorry, but I just saw a tweet earlier and it just reminded me of what you were saying there. Well, not reminding me, but it just jolted it now. I forgot who tweeted it as well.
Go on.
But there's a lot of people, United fans now, I'm seeing question Ten Hag.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can say to that is, if you're going on the record that Ten Hag hasn't beaten a top 10 team away this year, then yeah, I see why you're upset, but it's like you can't question him. Like someone tweeted out, I'm not going to go quote for quote because I can't. It's just paraphrasing basically, but he said you need to give Ten Hag at least this one transfer window, get him a couple more players that he wants.
Yes, facts, yeah,
and then judge him. Because he won't just have the couple players he has now. He will have 2, 3 more, 4 more players that he wants in the squad. So that's 2, 3, 4 more, maybe 5, who knows, more players in that squad that he wanted. And then judge him from next season. That's when you need to start judging Ten Hag. Like, yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna go to Brentford again and lose 4-0.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, if he has like a questionable first half of the season, that's when you be like, well,
yeah, that's when it is. Once he's got more of his players, yeah, that's why I'm being much more lenient than I would be. If this was his team,
United fans in it that are questioning.
Yeah, because it's social media and it's reactionary. Like I said, if we draw that game 0-0, Ten Hag don't get mentioned. If we draw that game 0-0, which we should.
No, Ten Hag would have got mentioned, but it wouldn't have been as bad as it's been.
Yeah, like that's what it is.
But
big
it
up to
been like, United should be going to Brighton and winning, but it's like this ain't Fergie United. This ain't
facts.
That United that you want. Like truth of the matter is, and Arsenal is still fucking. Like, you would have thought Arsenal fans would have gone through, like would have been done with this, but 20 years on, we're still in the same fucking boat. Like people seem to forget we are not the same Arsenal as 20 years ago. We don't have an Henry, we don't have a Pires, we don't have a Vieira or Burka. We don't have any of them players.
Yeah,
they're all retired.
Yeah.
100%. Do you know what I mean? They're legit all retired, and they've been retired nearly 10 years. Some of them nearly 15 years. So when I said about I'll give Arteta another season, as critical, and people know me, as critical as I've been on him for the last 2.5, 3 years, for me to say after this season, yeah, cool it what it is, bottling top the league or what, you can call it what it is. The fact that we've gone this far in the title race for the first time in really in 18 years, with a complete new team, a complete new manager who you wanted. Bearing in mind, the manager that you love, and like, don't get me wrong, I love Wenger. you know what I mean? He's a club legend, but I've always said it. He's a club legend, but he tarnished his legacy. His second 10 years, his second decade at Arsenal, he tarnished his legacy. I'm not saying he completely fucking abolished it, but he stained it because of that second 10 years he was at the club. If he had left 06, 07, yeah, he would have probably left with his only stain at that club would have been that the fact he didn't win the Champions League at Arsenal. Just like Jose Mourinho. His only achievement he didn't have with Chelsea was the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's his. If you're gonna go to like that, that's really his only real stain, and maybe his second season and his second stint. But that's for whatever you want to say with for them lot to say. But his real only stain for Chelsea is he didn't win a Champions League for them. He won everything else for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like for United, it's like, bro, you've now got a manager who's competent, who's actually got a decent CV, who's actually performed well with a team who shouldn't be getting to, like, no disrespect to Ajax, but they should not be getting to a semi-final and arguably a final of a Champions League.
Yeah.
And
hey, let me get to this though. Let me get to this from Lewis real quick. Big up my guys. Guess scoring at Brighton isn't for everyone. Big up Lewis and that. This guy is so shameless, man. I swear they lost like 4-1 there. But big up to my G Lewis. Go subscribe to his channel. The link is underneath in the description. Speaking of Chelsea, flawless by the way, the Chelsea game. Would you be going to Old Trafford that day? Or do you know watch along since Lewis is going? I'm trying to get tickets. I'm trying to get there. I am trying to get tickets for that game in particular. I've not been to a game all season, so I do want to get to that game, so I'm trying. And shout out my guy Time to Shine every single time. Big up to Mayweather as well, man. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT in the building. Love that. You know what I'm saying? To Joe, yeah, imagine it. I'd be like, yo, what on? You know what I'm saying? And that. Facts. I'll be like, yo, I'll send you the link right now. Let's talk boxing.
Hey, this is a special. This ain't no gonna talk me man than United. No,
this is straight boxing special. You get what I'm saying? I don't think there's enough creativity to get the best out of a good striker. The wingers are literally goal scorers. Anthony always cuts in and shoots. Rashford always cuts in and shoots. But yeah, that's not a bad thing though. So I disagree with this. Are they more shoot first? Yes. Wait, before you continue, before you go, 1 second. Creativity just don't come from your wingers. Our 10 is not creative enough. The 9 himself can also act as a creator. We need an improvement on Ericsson, so that's a creator. We need an improvement on the 2 fullbacks. They're all creative positions. I just named 2 fullbacks, a central midfielder, a 10, and a striker. That's half the outfield. That all, if they're improved upon, are creative. And then Rashford will create just by running in behind. Just shit like that creates space. Same with Anthony. So you're going way over the top here, Joe. This is way, way, way over the top. Yeah, go on, fam.
Do you know what? I feel for Ten Hag right now because this summer all depends on who you bring in.
Absolutely.
As new owners. If you bring Jim Ratcliffe in, it's pissed for you lot.
Absolutely.
It's pissed. And then I don't think Ten Hag gets half the players he wants.
Of course not. We all know this. Whether it's Glazers or whether it's Radcliffe, we know this.
That's when if inevitably when bad results start rolling in because he can't get the players he wants. That's when the Ten Hag out. But I feel for him, man. But if you get the Saudis in, but you're laughing.
Yeah, 100%. My expectations is solely on the window.
He's laughing. Not even you laughing. He's laughing. If he gets the Saudis in, he's like, ha! Give me everyone.
100%. But the window is dependent. I mean, my expectations is dependent on that window. How that window goes is
there is option C where Glazer could be like, you know what, we're not selling.
Say that again? Or what? Even if they sell, it's still dependent on the window. Even if they don't sell, it's dependent on the window. If we have a window as good as the window we just had in the past, I'm expecting a title charge. If we make 5 signings of the same caliber or better, then I'd be like, all right, I'm expecting it. If we get 5 players in, and it's of similar levels and similar profiles, but in different positions, I'm expecting a title challenge. 100%.
Yeah.
110%. Without doubt, yes. not a title winning side, but I'm expecting a title. Again, this is best case scenario, a title challenge, and at least the quarters of the Champions League final, and then obviously target the domestic cups because of what we've done in it this season. United Spurs of America, big up Jacob, says big up Flawless. We could do with a right back, but I'm 100% getting 2 mids over a central midfielder and a right back if we have to choose. Again, it's not about choosing. It's about we need it all. I'm not into this choosing thing. It's all problems. Let's solve all the problems. You know what I'm saying? Right back's a problem. You can say one's a bigger issue than the other. Cool. I have no doubts about that. I think there is certain positions that are more of an issue than others, but go and get it. People try that nonsense with Ollie. Or don't get rid of Ollie because you've got the Glazers. And the Glazers are a bigger problem than Ollie. Yes. Is Ollie also a problem? Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's like there being a hole in your roof, but your microwave's not working. You're going to go and buy a new microwave. But you still need to fix the hole in the roof. But of course, you need to fix the hole in the roof. That's the major thing. Of course. Let me repeat that again, people, because just to make sure you lot are listening well and listening good. It's like in your household, you've got a hole in your roof and your microwave is not working. But you can fix the hole in your roof tomorrow, but you can buy a new microwave today. You go and buy the new microwave, and then tomorrow you deal with the hole in the roof. People acting like you don't fix problems like they go in order. If you have a problem, you fix it. Or is this nonsense that you wait? You know what I'm saying? It's absolute stupidness. We need a right back. We need to say, yeah, man, it has to be done. You got to break it down like that. People talk, oh, you need this rather than this, and then rather than go get everything.
You said,
you know what I'm saying? Go get everything.
You're saying as soon as you said there's a microwave that's not working and there's a hole in your roof.
Yeah, serious, man. Are you not gonna go? Imagine, God forbid, touch what it don't happen. If your microwave stopped working, come in your house and you had a hole in your roof, are you telling me you're not gonna go and get the microwave? You can go get the microwave quicker than you can fix the roof because the microwave is on you.
The
you
funny thing is, it's like it's even like you saying, "Are you not going to fix the hole in the roof?"
Yeah, facts. Of course, you're going to get to the hole in the roof, but that's not something you can fix right now because you have to call your housing to sort that out. So that's a longer.
Exactly.
That's
you
a longer term.
Housing, you got to call the right people in. Exactly. You got to I can't do it.
You can't do it, but you can go Asda and get a new microwave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go IKEA or wherever. You're gonna go buy the microwave that day. Like what we doing?
Unless it's like 11 p.m. But then saying that there's 24 hours, bro.
There's 24 hour, there's 24 hour Asda's.
But the only time you could the only day you won't be able to do it on a 24 hour is a Saturday night because Sunday they close on us.
That's it. And you'll still be able to fix that quicker than you can fix the hole in the roof. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah, facts. That's still facts, bro. Even if they do come the next day, it's gonna take them it's not gonna take them it's gonna take them 2-3 days.
Yeah, 100%. You're right. Without doubt. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes as well. Continue to bump up the likes. The bench is not good enough. We only have 2 players in the pitch. You have 10 hard players bought by him. The rest of the players he inherited. And again, that's why I'm being much more lenient with him because these are not his players. As he signs more of his players, my expectations are gonna go up.
Can I give an example of that with Arteta? So I remember when Arteta first came in and he went and won the FA Cup. If I wasn't really on YouTube by then, that's when I was just coming onto it really. But even I said, look, I want to give this man a chance because he's proven something. He's inherited. My only concern about it was because of his inexperience as manager. But I always said it from get go. I'm not concerned about his man management because I could see that at City with certain players and how when he did leave, how they ended up dropping off that season. I'm not saying the whole team did, but obviously they still won the league. But no, they didn't. That was Liverpool season. It was COVID season, wasn't it?
Wait, which season? Which season are you talking about?
When Arteta came to Arsenal.
I can't remember, fam. You're no better than me.
No. He came to Arsenal literally at the end of end of December 2019. And then 2020 happened. And then, because I remember the FA Cup was delayed and the FA Cup final was at an empty Wembley. And we still won against City, funny enough. Like I said, give me City at Wembley all day of the week. Give me City anywhere else. long.
Long day.
Long day, bro.
Long day.
Like,
long
I'm not
day.
even lying, bro. It's a long day, bro.
It's
Man, but that's what I said. I was saying give him a chance, and then it was only after half like around when we went through that dip where I think we only won like 1 in 9 or 1 in 10. That's when I was like, nah, this guy is just not it, bro. Like, I'm not saying he won't be it one day. He could, like, he's got the potential, but and I was saying it before. I believe this guy will be a successful manager. I just don't think he will be with Arsenal. And then this season happened. And I said, you know what? He could be proving me wrong right now. But I wasn't saying, you know me, bro. I never once said we were going to win this league with chess, bro. I said it as banter, but when it came to it, and you go, when we actually got serious and you said, oh, who do you actually think is going to win the league? And I'm like, I see you're going to win the league, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, they're too strong. Like, we don't, and I said it all season, we don't have the squad there. But I don't, I do, but I don't blame Arteta for that. Because he's proved me wrong this season, because I was not expecting a fucking title charge, bro. Let alone a title. Like, do you know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that. My prediction was 5th, 4th if we were lucky at the start of the season. This is what I don't get. Is like, this is what I hate about Twitter as well. These flip-floppers, bro. It's like, you know what? Even with the ones that were like me and they wanted Arteta gone, now he's starting to prove us. I mean, I can say us, but like us, quote unquote, right again, if you want to say that.
Yeah. Nah,
you
can be argued. Yeah, I suppose it can be argued.
My only thing is, what has he not proved to you? Because I remember at one point, the ones that are now like, nah, this guy just ain't it. Is like you were the same ones that were like me. Like, you were hesitant at first, you didn't want to admit it, but then at some point you were like, do you know what? Arteta is a good guy. Like, he's a sick manager. But he's still got a lot of experience, inexperience in him. He's still making a lot of mistakes, but I don't blame him for that, because he's proved me wrong in the time span, because I wanted him gone. If he had been gone by the start of this season, where would Arsenal and depending on who we brought in, where would Arsenal be this season? Would we be where we are now? Would we have won the league? Would we be chasing top 4? Would we be 8th again? You don't know. So he's proved us all wrong, whether they like to admit it or not. He's proved us all wrong.
Facts. He's definitely
you know what I mean?
Exceeded everybody's expectations of him. No one expected.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
we gotta give him credit for that.
I said I will give him that credit to the point where I ain't just gonna flip flop because of a bad end of the season. I was expecting it. I said it from the get-go. By the end of the season, if we don't add to that squad, by the end of the fucking season, we're going to be so tired, because he obviously don't trust half his bench. And that's one of his things that he needs to start doing, is trusting his bench. And even if he doesn't, if he needs to start his in-game management, there's a lot of growing up to do. But he's proved us all wrong, because no one, again, I will repeat myself, no one expected us to be in a fucking title charge this season when you asked at the start of the season. So for me, I'll give him that next season. And if it all goes tits wrong, cool. If you don't get rid of him, then that's on the board. I ain't even going to blame him no more. I'll blame the board on that one. Because if you don't end up getting rid of him, even if it's going a shit show like for us, and you're still adamant to stick with him because we had a one-off season or whatever you want to call it, then that's on the board now. That's not really on Arteta. Yeah, it's obviously Arteta's got his part to play because he's the manager and he's the one setting up the squad and sending out the squad.
True.
But most of the blame's going to be on the board, and it's like, it's not even like, are you going to sack him? You know he's not doing well. Or you're just going to be on the belief like, oh, this is going to be a one-off season and we're going to be back next season. Like, this is where the Cronkies, it's so important to get up. I could go on with that.
Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you lot, before we continue, let's continue to bump up them
But yeah,
likes.
that's
We're only
what I'm
at
saying.
28. Let's get up to
Even though
40
I
likes,
rambled
people.
on.
One sec, come. Yo, girls up to 40 likes, people. What we doing? We're only at 28 likes. So hit that like button. There's over 50 of you lot in the building. Please continue to share this across all the socials. Follow at Sarcasm City TV across all the socials. And on top of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're still short of the subscriber mark, people. You know what I'm saying? We're still waiting for we're still looking, for 5 new subscribers. And I know there's some new people here. And if you're a hater, click the X button. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want you here, people. So just click that X button and then you can just bounce and go somewhere where you enjoy the content. Let me get to the next question. Let's see.
So I was just saying
Cam said,
even though
Marcel
I
said,
rambled on, that's even though I rambled on, I mean, like that was just like an example I was given. But you know me, man. You know me. I just ramble on all the time, man.
Yeah, they know you, man. That's why they hear the regulars.
Cam,
you think you'll be back in the race next season? In my opinion, I think he'll be a top 4 racer again. And I don't think Arteta is that guy to get you over the line. This is a good question still. So you think you'll be in a title race next season?
I want to say yes, but I want to see what we do in the summer.
Depending on the summer affairs?
Yeah, I want to say yeah, because obviously I'm expecting it now.
Mm-hmm.
But if we have a shit summer, then I'm like, well, it is what it is. Like, I don't expect nothing.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But I'm expecting, like, I'm seeing reports that we're gonna excel last summer's 200 million or whatever, or we're gonna excel 200 million or whatever it is. Like, all right, do that, bring the right players in, but just don't be splashing it out on 2 or 3 players.
Yeah.
For big money, go spend smartly. Yeah, go and get 1 or 2 maybe big money players, and depending on like 60 to 70, 80 mil maybe. 180, 160, yeah, cool. But with the rest of that money, we're gonna go 250. Spend smart. Don't spend just because the name's there. Spend smart. You know there's a guy there that
spend smart, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? So that's it. But obviously, if you're going to spend smart, make sure they're top players, bro. Not just some potential. But they've got the potential. Like, I don't want to hear potential, bro. I want to see, yeah, he does this consistently, week in, week out. He will definitely benefit our squad. Just like Trossard, bro. Bro, we didn't spend big on him.
Yeah, but he improved jobs. You can see the improvements he's made.
But you can see the improvement that he brought to us.
Well, facts. You're saying just invest smartly. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh, go on.
So, yeah, man. To that, I am expecting it. I want to see it, but it's all dependent on Arsenal summer.
Yeah, it is, and that's where I'm at with it. So when people talk about, player A, United need to solve this problem over this problem. If we can't invest properly, we're fucked anyway. So it's kind of like, that's what I'm looking at. If we don't invest right, then this season was all for nothing, which has been a great start, but we need to kick on from it. And that, what happens in the summer will determine how I look at what Manchester United should do. We have a great summer, like I said, title challenge, 100%.
I forgot to say one thing as well, Marcel. There's also the factor that I forgot to say that I've been saying last couple of weeks now is I feel like another factor might be that if this is a new Arsenal where, like I said, no one expected this season, especially from last season. If we have a sort of bounce back like we did last season, I'm expecting us, bro, to win the fucking league by March. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying, like, if we get that kind of bounce back like we did last year, and like I said, when we go in the summer and we spend smart, like we get the players that we need, I actually do feel like Arteta will cross that line. And to be honest with you, if I was them as well, have you seen that Pep interview?
Which one?
From yesterday.
What was he talking about?
And he was basically clowning Arsenal.
Oh, when the top four's a trophy.
They had a successful season. They made the top 4. They've not been here in 7 years.
You have had a successful season. It's a
no. But it's the way he said. You know he's trolling.
Yeah.
You know he's trolling. Bro, I'll be playing that interview week in, week out before a game week. I don't care. Like, you're gonna let this prick talk like us like this again? Nah, bro. Even when we go to City, play that. When we're at the Etihad, play that interview loudspeaker, so even they can hear it.
Right. 100%, man. No, I hear you. And I hear exactly what you're saying. I get you. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Big Up Prime says, when people say title challenge, I always ask this question, Flawless, what do you define as a title challenge? Being close to the top of the league. When I say close to the top of the league, not position, I'm talking points tally. So I'm saying game week 34, 35. So like match day, we 34, 35 games. You're within 3 to 6 points of the top of the table. That's why I class as a title challenge. Like, you're still in with a shout of winning it. Similar to what Arsenal have done. Like, Arsenal by game week 35 could be 6 points behind Manchester City, but they've had a title. Whether they win the league title or not, they've had a genuine challenge of it. That's what I personally class as it. So close to the top in terms of points. So don't give me no when people are like, oh, Ollie finished second, we're 20 points behind them, or 25 points behind Manchester City. We were never going to win the league title. Never. And even when we went top in January in 2021, and people was like 21 and 21 and all that nonsense. Could you not?
I remember all that 21 and 21.
Fucking stupidness, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolute nonsense. I say people, the streams of me talking about that. Oh, Flawless, you think United can win the league? No, why not? Look at the team and look at the manager.
Hey, listen, there is streams where he did clown it. Like, when he did say, oh, yeah, 21 and 21, and I'll run with it until we're not.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I clown it, like 100%, like, because it sounds cold. But is it legit?
Yeah, that's why I was clowning. That's what I hate about this guy, bro. Because I sent that video to him, bro, with me saying, oh, we're going to win the league. So when I said we're going to win the fucking league, bro, and he's not, everything I tweet, everything, it's just him sending that off. He's got, bro, big up Prime.
Yeah, man, shout out Prime every single time. No, Emma, that's what I said, though. I said dependent on the window. If we have a good window. Because that's what I've said. If we don't have a good window, of course I'm not expecting a title challenge. It's going to be this again. It's going to be target the domestic cups. We'll probably end up dropping down to the Europa League. If we get out of the group stages and get to a knockout tie, that's a bonus. But with a good window, quarterfinal Champions League. I don't care who we play. I don't even care if it's Real Madrid in the round of 16. Like, I don't care. Get through to that quarterfinal. And if you get knocked out, at least put up a fight where it's like the performance. Like, okay, we can do something next year. Don't just go in there and be also rants. Worst case scenario, we need to be dark horses for the Champions League. Even if it's 6, you know what I'm saying, 6, 7 favorite, be dark horses and get to it. We can get a favorable draw and get to a semi-final. Like, just be ready, just be prepared. If all the other teams on the other side of the draw, but again, like you said here, Emma, very dependent on the squad and what it is. If we have a terrible summer, I'm checking out from before the season starts. I think I'm emotionally invested. I'm checking out before, you know what I'm saying, the season starts if we have a terrible summer. If we have a good summer like we had this past summer or an even better summer, I'll be invested. Like, for the first time, you lot see me invested in Manchester United because I believe in what's going on. I genuinely believe in the manager. I genuinely believe in some of the players. I'm like, okay, there's something here. It's not enough, but there's something here. That's why I was confident about Carabao Cup, confident about Europa League, still even confident about FA Cup. But now I'm just waiting on the FA Cup because Premier League is just there. To me, if you're not trying to win the Premier League, like, that's just me. I struggle to get. I'm not motivated to watch it. I'm not looking forward to West Ham. Not because I think we'll get beat. I think we'll win. But it's like, all right, we beat West Ham. Then what? We either stay 4th or jump from 4th to 3rd. Hooray. Like, same way if we beat Bournemouth away, or if we beat Chelsea, or we beat Fulham, and we feel, all right, we finish 4th or 3rd, or we just, all right. Next season, we ain't going to be talking about that season. In 2-3 years' time, we ain't going to talk, oh, remember when we finished 3rd in Ten Hag's first season? No, we'll talk about the Carabao Cup. Hopefully talk about the FA Cup. We'll talk about the domestic double. I don't remember these seasons where I'll talk about no season United didn't win the league. I'm talking about no season. That shit all a blur. Like, people are like, oh, do you remember when you played such and such in 2015 under Mourinho? No, I don't. Or 2016, whoever was our manager. Oh, do you remember such and such a season? No. Was nothing happened that season? Oh, do you remember 2013 under Fergie? Absolutely. Yes. Oh, do you remember 99? Yes.
That's
remember 08? Yes.
It's like me every season.
Yeah, like just disinterested.
Ask me what happened last week. I probably won't even remember.
Yeah, man. Like that's what it is. Like I'm disappointed
Yeah,
with how
no.
last
Oh,
night
no.
was.
Rolling
Absolutely.
went through April. Yeah. I wouldn't remember. But 4-1 Man City. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like I'm just like I've been checked out from when we got knocked out by Sevilla. Like I checked out for the season in regards to being invested. You know what I'm saying? And that, like being invested. Like, cause it's like, all right, we either finish fourth or we finish third. All right, cool. Whatever in it. Like it's not like FA Cup, there's something to that. Like there's something on the line there. Something on the line there. Like it's what like yeah, Marcel, it's obviously it's different because it's from content creator purposes if we don't, but even if we finish fifth, all right. Like I'm not gonna talk about this Premier League season regardless, is the point I'm making. Whether it's fifth, whether it's fourth, whether it's third. It's all about just getting right for the FA Cup and trying to be in the best possible condition for that. And I liked what I seen in the first half in particular. So I'm like, okay, the defensive so the solidarity is there. Oh yeah, RSV, we'll get top 4. I don't doubt that. You know what I'm saying? I have no concerns. But you were defensively solid again today. Like Brighton didn't create anything. They had the Matoma shot and that was it. They didn't create no clear-cut chances. Again, like typical Manchester United, as Eddie says, we beat ourselves. We gave them that penalty. That was stupid. That was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the summer, you would talk about that, Marcel. I wouldn't talk about that. Why am I talking about negative United things? I ain't bringing that up. I'll answer questions.
In the outcome, if Ten Hag ends up being successful, no one's going to be talking.
Yeah, I don't
If
care.
anything,
Like,
everyone will be talking about how actually how successful it looks, because you're going to have a completely different squad in the next 2-3 years. And it's just like how Arsenal are doing right now. Comparing Arteta's first squad to now. And then you're going to be like, do you know what? He actually did he worked miracles and da-da-da-da-da-da. And you'll be like, you know what? He actually had if you're looking in that way, he had a very successful first season. I'm not saying Arteta's. He did in the sense where because he won the FA Cup, but that was it.
I trade 4th place right now for the FA Cup. Someone was like, right, you can finish 5th and win the FA Cup or finish 4th and lose the FA Cup final. Give me the FA Cup. Give me the FA Cup. 110%. I'm saying. Yeah. No, Marcel, you're right. The media would. You know what I'm saying? I said I wouldn't. The media would. You're right. You're not wrong. The media would talk about it heavily. I wouldn't. I'm saying from a Manchester United fan perspective, why am I going to talk about bad things that happen to Manchester United? That makes no sense. I'd answer questions on it because I know you lot would ask me about it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to be talking about it type of thing. We're like, all right, we finished 5th, whatever in it. It was still a successful season. The successful season with a disappointing end.
Successful season, even if you win an FA Cup, like you said, successful season just with a disappointing end. That was it.
Yeah, like that's how I'm looking
successful
at it.
as it could be.
Yeah. And that's how I'm looking at the season.
You could have done better in the Europa League, but
yeah, that's it. Like we should have done better in the Europa League. We won the Carabao Cup. Okay, we're further ahead in the league than I expected. Even though now from this position we should definitely finish top 4. FA Cup, all right, that's going to be tough. But if we win that, like I said, I would trade that. Someone was like, right, you have 5th in the FA Cup or 4th and you lose the FA Cup. Bring me the FA Cup. What about trophies? Brown about trophies. People are like, well, you don't get back into the Champions League. Cool. The way these players perform, they don't even deserve Champions League. Like, that's just being real. In terms of the Europa League, we should have that sewn up. Like, we should not be relying on our league position. We should have won the Europa League. We had 2 bites to get into the Champions League, and one was an easier route than the others. Because the teams in the Europa League are not good. As you can still people, I'm still annoyed about that because we just gave it away. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely outrageous. That being said, Cam, what's your thoughts on he's the centre back? I can't pronounce his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, Kawhi.
Is it Kawhi? Yeah. All right, Kawhi, thoughts on his performance in the Chelsea game?
I mean, first off, we completely...
Yeah, thoughts on the game in general, actually. Give us your thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1, bouncing back to winning ways.
I mean, first off, we completely capitulated them. I mean, I don't know why we didn't go second half for the kill.
Yeah, you packed him still.
I mean, I get why we dropped. I mean, it's because I don't whether. we let them in a lot more in the second half. Even though we control the majority of it, we did let them have a lot more of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if that was just tactically they wanted to just sit back, let Chelsea attack, or it was just the fact they were tired and Chelsea were just playing better football in general, as in because they scored a goal. They won the second half, like they want to go on. That's a narrative that's new to me. It's funny about that. Yeah, when Arsenal was saying that years ago, oh, banter club. Oh. Now Chelsea fans
they're
are
clutching
saying
at straws from day 12, man. They could be 13th this time next week.
No, what? Because they're that low, what? We got to have self pity on them now.
Oh,
Fund
no.
them,
Look, I don't have any self pity, and I'm just saying
there's
that's
no
where that
pity,
stems from.
Fuck them anyway. But yeah, no, that's all jokes, obviously. But yeah, no, I mean, I'd like to see us go for the kill, to be honest, just to stamp our authority, sort of thing. Like, all right, we fucked up this month, but we're sorry for this month. Here, even if they are shit on a London derby, here's 5, here's 6. Fuck it, here's 7 or 8. I don't care, bro. Like, even if you did concede the one, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, I feel like Ramsdale was just not it, bro. He's a good keeper. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a very good keeper. I just don't think he's Premier League winning keepers.
First, what is it? What do you think he's lacking?
I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm not really blaming him for the goal too much, but there's a lot of goals he's let in where he could have done a lot more. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's. I'm not saying he's the sole reason why we fucked up, but he's got his part to blame. But then he saved us in a lot of games, so it is what it is. Like, he's a decent keeper. I'll give him that, but I just don't know if he's Premier League winning keeper. But we'll see in the future because he's still 24, 25, so 26.
See if he gets better.
He's still young, especially for a keeper. He's still young, innit? So, but yeah, man, it's at least we're back to winning ways, and it means it gives us a little bit of a confidence boost. My only concern is now, I feel like I don't know if because Gabriel's and now a doubt, innit?
Yeah, they're saying they are.
So
they're saying he is. Yeah, they're saying Gabriel's a doubt. Obviously,
if he don't play against Newcastle.
Well, you think it's peak up there? I think you can get a result there. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, it's about holding in Kawhi. Oh my lord, what a
Kawhi did decent though. But
that gives you know what that gives me? That gives me Mustafi PTSD, bro.
Let me look at your fixtures actually. Let's see, because you got 4 games left now. So you play Newcastle away on Sunday. There will be a watch along for that on the Twitch, people. Then you play Brighton at home, Forest away, and then Wolves at home on the last day. So yeah, you lot finish second. I think you lot finish second.
Still. I'm not concerned about second. It's just concerned about the weekend and how many goals we're gonna shift. Newcastle on fire right now, like
yeah, Newcastle on smoke, 100%, fam. Newcassil on smoke.
They've already lost one game the whole season at home, and that was to Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm still sat here saying, we'll finish above them. Right? You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to Newcastle because they can help put the nail in Leeds' coffin still because they play Leeds. So if they don't do the business, they don't deserve top 4 just off that alone. But yeah, they play you lot at home, and then next week, away at Leeds, home to Brighton, home to Leicester, and then away at Chelsea on the last day. So they're going to beat Chelsea. I expect them to beat Leicester. I think they'll beat Leeds. Brighton will be tough, and you lot will be tough as well. I don't think it's guaranteed they beat you lot. For real. I don't think it is. Big up Dan Levitt every single time. Says, if somehow, some way United don't finish in the top 4, would you say that's a bigger bottle job, or is that too harsh? Bigger disappointment than Arsenal not winning the league? It's definitely not the bigger disappointment. The bigger disappointment is not winning the trophy. I'm not just saying that because it's United and it's Arsenal chasing the trophy and not United. But if Arsenal were to quote unquote bottle top 4, or Manchester United quote unquote bottled the league, I'd be saying us. Nothing worse. I've seen Manchester United lose league titles. Nothing worse than that. No worse than that, man. I'm saying nothing worse than losing a Premier League, especially when you're good enough to win it as well, or you was in a situation or position Arsenal have been in. I've seen United in great positions and not win it. So, whereas top 4, we finished outside top 4 so many times in the past 10 years, and I'm like, all right, cool. It's not really that. We finished outside top 4 last season. I wasn't really
You know
devastated.
what's so funny as well?
Go on.
I know you've seen that stat, yeah?
Go on.
Of like, is it the top 10 Premier League clubs who's been top at the longest during the season and not won it?
Mm-hmm. Is it Arsenal or 3? Is Arsenal like top 3?
The funny thing is, yeah, we occupy 4 out of the top 5 spots. Isn't it funny? Arteta's only spot, fair enough, is top spot. Yeah, fair enough. But his only spot in there, everyone's calling for his head. Oh, well, not everyone, but you know, people are calling for his head, telling me he's shit. Yeah, the other 3 spots in there, and I think we're in there another 1 or 2 times, aren't we? So the other spots are all under Wenger. Where was you calling for his head? You were calling for his head. That's why I say, bruv, just get Arteta's proved that most people wrong this season. Everyone wrong about. Yeah, he's bottled the biggest one, fairs, but no one even expected us to be fucking title challengers. But at the start of the season, whereas these teams where Wenger had them, barring maybe one, were all considered title challengers. So let's not do this. And that's me defending Arteta there. Imagine that.
Yeah, for real. 100%. The RSV says, Flawless, you should come to NY this July for the Arsenal versus Manchester United friend. We really are international because that type of comment continues popping up. Big up to you, RSV. I am planning on getting around the globe, people, but I got work to do. But I am going away, but like I'm planning on going away this summer, but like nowhere too far. But definitely like in the future, like US is on the cards. I'll be there for the World Cup regardless. In 2026, I'll be there for the World Cup, 100%, because we got the gang out there. You might know Eddie's out there, Peter's out there. You want to go Canada, or Lamb's out there as well. So Taza is obviously out there, but I'm therefore looking to get out there, 100%, without doubt. But yeah, big up to you, because a few people say that, oh, when are you going to come such and such, whether it's in the UK or elsewhere. Someone said yesterday, who was it? I can't remember. He might be in the chat. I was like, yo, you should go. It was like Ramel, who's obviously, shout out to Ramel, who's the Liverpool fan. He'd be on Big Six Banter all the time. He was like, yo, he was at Cheltenham, you should roll through, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah. What I'm saying, I'm going to pull up, 100%. Yeah, Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, large up. Everyone going to be out there. You already know. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get out there, without doubt. But you kind of answered this already, Marcel, about Ramsdale. Cam, do you think he's at the level to be competing at the highest level, like in the Champions League? Cam's not with it still. He's not with it.
Do you know what? We'll see next season in the Champions League, innit? We'll see.
No.
We'll see.
You choose it. Well, it is. It is. 100%.
Like I said, I mean, for a goalkeeper, if you want to go on goalkeeper ages, he's still quite young. Like, he's still at the start of his career, if you want to go there, but he's been in the game.
Look at this. Joseph, this is kind words. He says, Cam, I thought you were negative, but it's true now. I believe you know more about Arsenal and mentality over the club. Experience, man. Cam's been there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
this is your time to get your flowers, isn't it? Get your flowers.
I appreciate that, man. I'll collect them flowers. I'll put them in a vase. I'll water them every day till, you know, I have to chuck them away because flowers are eventually there. But thank you, man. That was kind of a sad ending to that. I'm sorry. I kind of doubt, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't receive flowers often, as you can tell.
Yeah, I like that, but you know enough to say you water them every day. That's a new one. When someone gives me my flowers, I'm going to say that. 100%. Yeah, I water them every day. That's good. I like that. That's a bar, that film. 100%.
Who's Eminem, bro?
This guy's a dick, yo. This guy. Stupid guy. Hey, you lot continue to bump up the likes before we close out. We are going live at 2 a.m. on the Twitch for the Warriors-Lakers Game 2, people. Game 2 of that series. But yeah, back to football. Yeah, Cameron's been there, done that. Like, he's seen Arsenal win league titles in certain situations, lose league titles as well. So he has an experience of like it is. And for a lot of people and a lot of younger Arsenal fans, I've seen them break because this is their first time. Because when you are in a title race, you are critiqued heavily. You are nitpicked by everybody, whether that's pundits or whether that's rival fans. And that's just what it is. Like, that's what comes with the territory. We were just talking about flowers, and when you're the king, heavy is the head that wears the crown, people. And that's what happens. When you are called a king and you wear a crown, you are expected to do king-like things. There's king expectations on your shoulders. You have the king comes from kingdom. You're the king of the kingdom. You have to lead the kingdom, people. Like, that's legit, and you will get critiqued and nitpicked, and that's what's happened to Arsenal this season. That's why people are picking at Arteta and picking at certain players and his squad selections and what he should do and what he shouldn't do. Because you're at the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? You're aiming to go and win the Premier League title. So that's what it's
Put
like.
it this way, yeah. I know it's not much to go on. It's kind of shameless to go off. But if it wasn't for Arsenal, Man City would have had this league wrapped up last month.
No, facts. Yeah, without doubt.
So at least you got a title charge, for fuck's sake. Otherwise, there's that. You know what I hate about this as well? Is that, you bottled it. Yeah, all right, we bottled it. All right, cool, yeah. We bottled it. It is what it is. You fucking bottled it. Mm-hmm. What the fuck was your teams doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where was your teams at, bro? You're saying, Arsenal bottled it. Where was your teams at? Your teams weren't there, bro. And if it wasn't for Arsenal, there would have been no title challenge this year.
Right.
See, we'd have had it wrapped up last month, like I said, bro. So yeah, you can banter us, but thank us at the same time, because otherwise this season would have been one of the deadest seasons ever, bro.
Thing is, I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
I know you don't. I'm just saying for the spectator. Yeah. I know you're okay, bro.
Yeah, you know, I don't care. Like, when people say that, whether City win, the fact that City and Arsenal are the options, I don't like the options. I don't like this test. Give me another test, man. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I watched City Arsenal before that, City Liverpool. I don't like this. This is the Premier League. I'm not used to this. You know what I'm saying? And that this is me. My team has a stay. Like, my team had
20 years and saw 30 successful Premier Leagues. Well, I'm not used to this shit.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? People don't realize that I've legit seen my team win multiple league titles. You know what I'm saying? I've seen us win 2 Champions Leagues, seen us win multiple league titles.
You know what's so funny? You just reminded me, bro. I was speaking to an older guy, and he's a United fan. Mm-hmm. Like he's like in his 70s.
Yeah.
And I said, "Do you have any concern about United right now?" Mm-hmm. And he literally said, "Nah, I'm old enough to remember United before Alex Ferguson."
Yeah.
He goes, "We wasn't the best before Ferguson." He goes, "The only thing is, Fergie was like a generational kind of manager. Like,
yeah, he was definitely a generational.
He definitely changed the game for England. I wouldn't say he changed the game for the world, but he definitely changed the game in England." Huh, no one can sit there and tell me he did not influence anything in England. I've been seeing these, Pep's this or that, Pep's that. Like, don't tell me that. But if Alex Ferguson didn't change, fuck all. Why did they keep fucking winning?
That's just people hating, man.
That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, man. Like, he was just telling me, like, this is just a transition period. Like, history is repeating itself, basically. Yeah. That's what he's saying. We'll go through this stage, and then sooner or later we'll get to where we need to get to, and we'll be back there for a few years, and then we might drop off a little bit again, or we might be there for a bit longer, but it all depends. And like, I was like, yeah, no, I get what you mean. So
yeah. I hear that. Tassad, who says, Flawless, how does it feel that you lost to another away game to another top 10 side? Disappointing, that's all. Flawless out here preaching proper man of the people. Yo, man, it has to be said, man. Like, 100%. People want all these accolades and want titles. Well, I understand what comes with big accolades and big titles. There's big expectations. And when you don't deliver to them expectations, I'm going to hold you to them standards. But because certain teams or certain players are at a certain level, people won't hold him. Because the player's world-class, i.e. Harry Kane, people do not hold Harry Kane to a world-class standard. That's one thing I've noticed once I've started discussing him. But people will hold players who are top class or players who are good or above average or below average to higher standards. That's why people will blame the worst players at their football club when their team lose. Blame the best players, because when you win, you praise the better players. So when you lose, you should
what's so funny?
You should criticize the better players. And I've been saying
that
this.
Oh my God, you just reminded me. I'm gonna tell my guy to watch this tomorrow as well. I'm gonna say go like watch it, but I'm gonna mention him at the end, near the end of the stream.
Yeah.
1 minute 9. 1 minute 9. So I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute 9, fam.
So
like,
he calls me. He literally messaged me today. Yeah, before I went to work, he messaged me today, and he's a United fan. It's my guy, Stefan. Big up, Stefan. Yeah. And he messaged. He goes, "Are you free right now? I need to call you." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm free." So he calls me. So I'm thinking it's something, something important, basically. This guy calls me to tell me, like, I big up his missus as well. His missus is an Arsenal fan. And she's one of them fans that are like a reactionary fan. She's now saying that, like, she's blaming Saka, basically.
Yeah.
Saka should be doing more, this and that, rah, rah, rah. We wouldn't be drawing if Saka was stepping up more. Rah, rah. It's like, I get, you're not wrong, but it's like there are another 10 men accountable. Do you know what I mean? So that's I kind of get what you're saying with what you're saying. Like,
that's fair. I understand where she's coming from. Saka is.
I get where you're coming from. Yeah, if he's banging in a hat trick every game.
Yeah. If you think Saka is Arsenal's best player, then he should receive the majority of the criticism when you look. No, not receive them. That's wrong. You should look at his performance first. And then if Saka was 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, then you look at the rest of the team. That's when you look at then the second best player and the third and the next group. Don't go. That's what I don't like. Holding scapegoated. Arsenal fans are in agreement that Holding is your worst player in that 11. So why are we not looking at Jesus? Why are we not looking at Martinelli?
That's the funny thing, because even when I said, "What does she not know? We've not." That's what I said. I was like, "Does she not know? We've been playing Holding and that." And he just started laughing. He's like, "Exactly." He goes, "Bro, I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I've been arguing with her for an hour and a half over this."
Right, you don't mean Holding don't deserve criticism, yeah, but
big them both up, big up.
I'm not hearing blame. I'm not hearing blame. This channel goes to the toilet because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and then everyone turns around and blames Ryan. Make that make sense. Sarcasm City goes to the toilet, and we're gonna blame the one we dislike the most.
It's Ryan's fault. Like, why is it Ryan's fault? Like, he's one of the co-hosts.
Yeah,
he's one of the panelists. But
I'm saying it's on me.
He doesn't run Sarcasm City. He's not the one you see on every single
day in,
stream.
day out. Yes, it's me. I'm the one.
Do you know what I mean?
Even if you are the guy. Even if you did start seeing him, let's say he was here every day and you started seeing him as often as me, it's still on me. The expectation is still on me. And the reason why I'm using Sarcasm City TV is just to break it down in another way. Like, so your friend's missus is right when she's looking at Saka. Is it all on Saka? No. But I'm looking at him. I'm looking at whoever, say I think Jesus is Arsenal's best player, whoever after that. I'm looking at the better crop of players.
But I had to explain as well. I had to explain, and I've said it before, like, we needed to, like, people that say, yeah, but you're only playing one game a week now. It's like, I'm not talking about now. At the time, and I said it before, at the time when I was talking about we needed to rest Saka was the time when we was playing two games a week.
Yeah, you did say that.
And I was saying, all right, why we can rest Saka in this cup game, or we can rest Saka in this whatever game, and then he ends up playing him, and I'm like, why are you playing him? Like,
yeah.
I used to get annoyed because I even said it by the end of the season, and everyone was like, no, Saka's. I'm like, by the end of the season, this guy's gonna be burnt out. That's why. That's the truth of it. He's burnt out, but this guy keeps playing him.
And that goes into his performances. Then, if you think
that's what I'm saying, but you can criticize him for that because he's playing at a top club like Arsenal. Yeah, it's fair to say he can get his criticism for that.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I understand the criticism, but it's like, and this is just going on in general now. This isn't just what I said to obviously my guy and that. I'm just in general, like, it's just like, yeah, it's fair to say he does deserve his criticism, especially over the last sort of 2 months. Fair enough, he hasn't performed to what he's been performing to, but can you blame him?
Yeah,
it's not like he's 25, 26, 27 in his peak of his career. Do you know what I mean? He's 20. He's still a kid, basically. Like, he's not a kid, but he's still a kid. Like, he's 21. Do you know what I mean? Like, whether, like, I've already said it, whether you like it or not, doesn't matter. Unless you're a freak, like, one of them freak rarities like Ronaldo or Messi, unless you're them, which is not every fucking 21-year-old. Even the 21-year-olds need rest. Otherwise, they get burnt out by the end of the season. Because, yeah, they might be playing one game a week, but they're training every fucking day.
I get your point, and that's why it's different.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, bruv, it's
different things. It's different things.
So for me, that's when I criticize the more of the experienced players, your Xhakas.
First,
do you know what I mean? You like even you could say Gabriel, you could say Zinchenko, you could say Jesus, but Jesus has done quite well for us since he's come back. To be fair, like, do you know what I mean? Like you can pick your players out, your Ben Whites or whatever, but if they're not performing, the team don't perform. If Saka don't perform, doesn't mean the team don't perform. I've seen us win games when Saka hasn't done fuck all. But no one wants to criticize him then. Do you know what I mean? And that's when we was going through a good period. But no one could criticize him then. But now, because it's at the end of the season, he's obviously tired. Yeah, he obviously needs rest. You want to like people are starting to criticize these younger players. It's not just Saka, obviously. It's and that's when I'm like, yeah, but you need to start criticizing the older players as well. Like it's a team thing, bruv. It's a whole team. It's a whole team sort of.
Yeah, and the team. That's why it's never.
At the end of the day, we dropped off. If you look at the Liverpool game, we fucked up in our own way because we started messing about. If you look at the West Ham game, same fucking thing. We was just messing about. West Ham at the Southampton game, we didn't even turn up till the 85th minute. Like, there's points on why we fucked up. It's not like just on certain players or this player or that player. That's the only point I'm getting. Of course, I've rambled on again, but yeah, man.
No, it's calm. That being said, man, asking in the chat, thoughts on Zinchenko?
I've been saying it all fucking season, bro. I've been saying he's great as a midfielder. He looks great as a midfielder, but he's shit as a defender, bro. He's fucking arse as a defender.
You have mentioned this before.
He's so dead as a defender, bro. Like, oh my god! But I've always said it, bro. That's why we saw a burnout. A tired Gabriel Martinelli in the midway through. I said it. I kept saying it. This guy is tired, bro. He needs to rest, and he actually gave him a rest. He actually gave him a 1-2 game rest. I remember. I don't think it was full 1-2 games, but it was like he had a rest more than what Saka's. So it's like even Odegaard needs to rest. People don't realize he's still young. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why he's not. Well, he actually, to be fair,
you've said on record that you want a new left back, right?
Yeah, I've said it. But I've been saying get a new left back.
You have been saying it. That's true.
And then that's not me saying you have to completely drop Zinchenko or get rid of Zinchenko. No, if you want to play him as a fucking midfielder, play him as a midfielder. Put him in that Xhaka role. If anything, I reckon he'll do all right in that Xhaka role.
Makes sense.
The number 8 role.
Because
he has to defend, but he has to attack, and it's more of attacking in the way we're playing right now. The attacking football we're playing, he'll be more attacking than he has to be defending. He just has to cover Partey or someone at times. That's it. But he doesn't have to be reliant on being a left back.
First,
or bring Kieran Tierney in as the left back. And convert him to midfield, because I'm seeing reports that I think Xhaka's might be going in the summer. And that, so if he leaves, you might as well bring Kieran Tierney in the team. My only concern is his fitness, but I think defensively, he's solid. He could do a little bit more on attackively, but he's got a great cross on him. Do you know what I mean? He's got a pinger of a left foot, so. Yeah, man. Like, it's just that's my thoughts on Zinchenko, man. Like, He's a shit defender, but he's
Yeah,
a
he said
good
it.
all-round player. He's just shit defending.
I've heard you call him out. It's because see, Marcel told you, man. I've heard it. I've heard him call him out. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Have I missed anything? Flawless question. Were you surprised about Casado's position in today's game? I didn't know if he could play right back. I seen him there and I was like, he played decent today. Oh yeah, athlete. I'm saying, and he seems like fairly intelligent. Only thing I'd worry about is him getting caught out of position playing right back. He was like a right back. Play right back. Because their right backs are injured. Veltman was injured, and Lamptey's injured as well.
We're interested in him in the summer.
Yeah, Casado, like every time I see him, I've been impressed. Like if there's one South American I want from Brighton, it's not the Argentinian one. That's all I'm saying. If I'm taking a South American midfielder from Brighton, it's Casado, from what I've seen. Like
McAllister. I'll take McAllister. I think he's a great squad player.
You lot take McAllister, we'll take Casado, yeah?
No, I'll take Casado, but I'm saying, like, I wouldn't be mad at McAllister.
Yeah, he played well.
I think for depth, he'll be a great addition for depth, yeah. especially in the quote unquote smaller games.
Yeah. And Paul's been asking about his thoughts on Willock. Cam. Obviously, you lot are playing Newcastle.
I mean, against us, it's going to be a funny old game. Put a bit on him to score. That's what I'm saying.
Flores, you can't tell me McAllister wasn't class today. No, he was good. He wasn't class. He was good today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, McAllister was good. He was good today. Was he class? No, he wasn't 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 today. No, he was good today. But was he class? No. I didn't watch that game and be like, oh my God, McAllister, get him to my football. All right, we just have different opinion of class. Because class to me is 9, 10 out of 10. Like, no, he wasn't a 9 out of 10.
Liverpool fans, isn't it?
I don't think he was all that today.
But these Liverpool, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
Today. I disagree, but we move. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's. I'm not saying he's a Liverpool fan. I don't know if you know the comment, but he's probably a secret Liverpool fan somewhere because he's mad because.
Yeah, McAllister's like,
hey Jude, don't make it bad. Sing a sad song.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. And to people asking that, I wasn't impressed with Brighton's attack. You know why? Because they created nothing. That's why I wasn't impressed. So don't give me no attackers who are being impressive and their class and their team created nothing. Brighton created nothing. The one clear-cut chance they had, we gave them. In regards to the pass, no, not even a penalty. Lindelof played a pass shot to Wan-Bissaka. Matoma ran onto it, should have scored, but De Gea saved it. I'm saying, yeah, we look at things different, Marcel. It's because you're a fan of him. Like I said, don't tell me an attacking player was class and his team created nothing. Bright, if that's class, I worry for him when he plays just good. If that's the level of class, what did they create? Again, hype. Just pure hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, did Brighton play well? Yes, I'm not taking it away. I thought Brighton played well. But to say he was class is way over the top. He was good today. I see one here talking about, poetic justice. He scored the penalty. Shame he couldn't score against us in that semi-final, though, innit? You know what I'm saying? They can hold that. What position they in the league? 7th. You know what I'm saying?
Hold that.
But we move. You know what I'm saying? Hella just hype.
Just like
okay, all right. C1. Wait. C1. What clear-cut chances did Brighton create in that second half? I'm saying. C1, answer the question.
C1.
Wait, hold up. What clear-cut chances did Brighton create in that? No, not even in the second half, in the whole game. Clear-cut chances. Not half chances, clear-cut. And to Marcel, who says, put McAllister in your midfield, you think he will cook flawless, in my opinion. You don't think he would walk into a team. Any decent midfielder walks into our team. Our midfield is not very good. We are not the bar. It's like when Prime was here yesterday and saying Lampard was better than Oli. That is not the bar. That is not tough. That is really, really, really not tough. I don't think anybody stood out today. Best player on the pitch today. I thought it was 2 good team performances. I don't think anybody was exceptional today. There was not one player on there I go, he was 9, 10 out of 10 today. I thought it was a good team performance from Brighton, and I thought United in particular in the first half was a good team performance. But no. But again, C1, back to my question. What clear-cut chances did Brighton create today? I love asking people this question. Attacking player, his team created nothing, but he played class. So what happens when he plays average? Again, stop hyping up people who look good on comps and stuff like that, and flicks and tricks and all that type of nonsense. What we doing,
the
man?
FIFA generation.
What we doing, man?
It's
What we
the
doing?
stat generation.
Like it is. But yeah, Marcel, you're right. McAllister would get into our team, but that's not hard. That's not tough. I can go get man from 5-a-side. Now from around the corner from where I am right now, we could get into our midfield. 100%. I know ball is better than Bruno. Without doubt. I know football is better than Bruno Fernandes. 110%. Without doubt. So it's really not a high bar. It's like saying, we can get a goalkeeper who's better at playing out with his feet. Matoma 1-on-1. Webster from a set piece. Matoma had 2 1-on-1s in the second half. What 2 1-on-1s did Matoma have in the second half? Matoma didn't have no 2 1-on-1s. What are we talking about? I'm just making stuff up. He didn't have no 2 1-on-1s. What are we doing? The Matoma 1-on-1, which I mentioned, yes, he didn't have no 2 1-on-1s in the second half. What 2 1-on-1s did he make? Don't make me pull up the the highlights, because there was no 2 1-on-1s. Clear-cut chances. And when I say clear-cut, let me define this in terms of you should score. Like the first one, he should have scored. Same way Anthony should have scored. Didn't create nothing. Yeah, man. They didn't create nothing, and we know they didn't create nothing because we all watched the game.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
We all watched the game. Yeah, Prime. I know managers in Ireland. Yeah, I was being facetious, Marcel. When I was said, yeah, you said it. I get what you're saying. You're probably just not a fan, so fair enough. No, it's not a question of not being my type of player, because I rate players who are not the type of player that I personally like. And my preference. Yeah. Now, Flawless, remember the Matoma 1-on-1 where he should have shot. He was in front of De Gea, but he put it wide. That's not a clear-cut chance. We didn't look at that and go, yeah, he should have scored. I know the one you're talking about. It was good defended. That's not a clear-cut chance. You didn't see that. That didn't happen, and we were like, Matoma, what a miss like the first one. Again, reaching. Name the clear-cut chances. Set pieces, that's not a clear-cut chance unless it's a free header.
Even that's not really a clear-cut chance. But yeah,
it's not a clear-cut chance, man. Just say things for saying things' sake. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't create nothing. More like when
we all watched the game, man. They didn't create nothing. But McAllister
if there's defenders about and shit, that's not really a clear-cut chance. It's like a half chance.
Nah, Matoma, like I said, the first one, when he missed that chance, I know he's talking about where he dragged it wide. Nobody was like, he should have scored that. Nobody was saying that. It's a tough job. It's a tough chance. They had a lot of half chances. Had a hell of a lot. They had pot shots and stuff of that nature. All right, let's not do that. They scored a last-minute penalty. That's why we're here trying to wax lyrical about McAllister. They had a lot of shots. Yeah. You tried to toe poke it. That's it. I remember Matoma trying to poke it. That's not a clear-cut chance where he scooped it when he got past Wan-Bissaka. That's not a clear. That's a tough opportunity. That's not a clear-cut chance. So we're saying one. We've got one, people. And did McAllister even play him that ball? What are we doing, man? This is what I'm saying. This attacking player played class, but his team created nothing. Just saying. That's like saying, this defender had an exceptional game and they conceded 5. That's what it's like. This centre-back was exceptional, Yeah, they got beat 5-0.
The keeper was on smoke today, How much was the score? They lost 5-0.
Yeah, like I didn't watch Martinez get criticized for us conceding 6 and he went at fault for none of the goals. But I can't turn around and say he had a good game.
Exactly.
I'm saying McAllister was in the pivot today, bro. But he's an offensive player, correct? That's the best of his work. I seen him getting forward as well. I'm saying that's the best of his work. He's better on the ball than he is off the ball. Like I said, he went class today, but here we are, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. I say he did nothing exceptional today. No, he wasn't class. He played well. I thought he was good today. I thought he was good in the semi-final too. I don't think his performance today was too dissimilar to his performance in the semi-final. I thought he was good in both games. But that's it, just good. This Bruno have another stinker performance today. No, Bruno actually played well in the first half, Dominic. He was good in the first half. Second half, he wasn't as good, but that was the team as a whole.
Prime, you're wrong, They were saying he had a good game because if it wasn't for him, we would have shifted in more than 4. But it wasn't like we were saying he was on smoke. Well, I wasn't saying it. I didn't really hear any Arsenal fans saying it. But then saying that, I didn't really pay attention. So
he bossed your midfield today. Harsh Truths had Casemiro on his knees, dragging man's arm when he's beating the United press. Yeah, he did boss the midfield today. I give him full credit. He bossed the midfield today. But I just watched Sevilla's midfield boss midfield today with Casemiro in it. So should we go praise them? Like, what are we doing, man? Should we go praise them? Like, but that don't make no sense. I'm saying, let me check who was in Sevilla's midfield actually. Hold up.
You mean Brighton? Oh, Sevilla.
Hold up. Yeah, Sevilla. So yeah, I should go big up Fernando in it because he bossed our midfield also. What are we doing? That don't make no sense. What I'm saying, like, yo, and they still created nothing. Flawless, which Brighton player surprised you the most that you didn't expect today? None. I know Brighton are a good side, and because we recently played them, I got what I expected. I think they're a good side, a bit toothless up front, but they moved the ball well, beat the press extremely well. Very, very good side. You know what I'm saying in that, like in terms of moving the ball around. I expect. So yeah, I got nothing new. There wasn't anything I didn't know about Brighton. Nothing whatsoever. Well, so yeah, because they currently signed 6. Yeah. Flawless, I guess we see clear-cut chances different because, bro, if your attackers are in the positions Matoma was today and messed up like he did today, you'll be fumed. No, I wouldn't be because that's not a clear-cut chance. You know what I'm saying? You just have no argument to come back, so we have to switch it. Now he's in the pivot. Before they created clear-cut, that's not a clear-cut chance. That Matoma chance is not. The one that he missed early on, that's a clear-cut chance. That one isn't. Their main striker is injured. Evan.
Put it this way: the clear-cut chances are the ones that you got where you get angry when they miss. Like, oh, come on! How did you miss that? The ones that you're referring to that you think are clear-cut chances are the ones you go,
half chances.
Ooh, that was close. Still, that was close. That's not a clear-cut chance.
Like
when it's one of them reactions, when you're like, oh, yo, that was close. Still, he could have done a little bit better there. I can't lie, but yo, that was close. They're not really clear-cut chances. The ones where you're going like, yo, how did he miss that? How did he not score that?
No,
or when you get angry at it.
No, C1, it definitely means you're wrong. Like I said, you're the only person on earth that thinks that. Find someone else who agrees with you with that. They're not clear-cut chances. You know what I'm saying in that? They're not clear-cut. That's not a clear-cut chance. You're the only person that thinks that's a clear-cut chance. So yes, it does mean you're wrong, 110%. But like I said, we have to move it now because before it was, he was class. Then it sees in the pivot. Yo, he's just a good player. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Oh, he bust your midfield. Yeah, so did Fernando, who plays for Sevilla. So we should go and get him. So did Joe Willock. You should go get him. You know what I'm saying in that? I'm saying, yeah, Webster's free header. And all right. Where's the Webster's free header? Cool. That's 2. Name the rest of them. Name the ones that McAllister was involved in, because that's what we was talking about initially. Is he their set piece taker? Let me know. I don't even know if he's their set piece taker. Wait, Flawless, are you not confident about West Ham away then? Yeah, of course I'm confident about West Ham away. Why would I not be? 100%. We should go there and do the business. What are we doing, man? Hyping up all these hyping up good ballers. Oh, he was class. No, he was good. That was it. He wasn't 9, 10 out of 10 today. Flawless top 4 ain't looking good. Well, be calm, George. Don't worry about it. Yes, Peter G. Like, we haven't watched this happen a lot where our midfield's been bossed. Our midfield is not good. It's Fred, it's Bruno, sometimes Ericsson, Sabitza's in there. It's not good. Like, it's not good.
It's a big mess and match.
To LFC for the double, how do I feel about Casemiro? Seems to be getting reckless and inconsistent. Could have easily gotten a red today. That's how he plays. He plays on the edge. There's times where I was like, don't go to ground, but he stayed on the pitch. He stayed on the pitch. Again, Marcel, where did I say Fernando's better than McAllister? I don't even know who Fernando is. Stop. You know what I'm saying in that? Stop. I'm saying you, man, going over the board with in terms of words. Class. No, he wasn't class. He was good. That was it. He wasn't 9 out of 10. He wasn't 10 out of 10. But because he scored a penalty in the last minute, now we're waxing lyrical about him. He was good. They draw that game. It's like, all right. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing, man? Words mean certain people. Can't just throw around words like class. If that's class, the game's gone. That's a class performance game. He was good today. I'll even give you very good. That's not a clear-cut chance either, C1. Let's see what's up. RSV, don't spam, please. Brighton impressive considering one of their best attackers at Arsenal. Hey, that's it. Nah, bro, it wasn't. No. I'm adding to that, though. Flawless, I don't judge performance based on results. You know me, G. That is true. I'm not saying you're based in it, judged on the result. I said that's what we're talking. That was the first thing you said was, I scored a penalty. How poetic. Like, all right, cool. And that's why he's going to end up behind Manchester United. Brighton are so much better than United, but they'll finish behind us. But we move. Flawless, which one do you think was the clear chance? The Matoma one, the early one. The early one. When Lindelof passed it short. Yeah, man. United for life. We know this. That's why I'm talking like, were they the better side? Over the course of the game, yeah, it can be argued. I thought first half was equal. Second half, they were the better side. But I didn't learn anything new, and nobody really surprised me. Fernando is a former City player. Now, I was using that point prime. I don't even know. Is it him? I don't know, George, in regards to McAllister. I don't want him at United, though. Flawless, do you think the midfielders or striker are the main priority? Both. Both need major surgery. 110%. 110%. Is he up? But yeah, I didn't know he was a former City player. But yo, Cam, we go close out. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, just obviously keep the faith, Arsenal fans. Don't worry. Obviously, I ain't saying keep the faith with the league. That's gone. But don't worry, man. Hopefully, we have a good end of the season. We ain't going to be celebrating nothing too tough, obviously. But I wouldn't really get onto anyone too tough right now. Like I said, we've been shocked this whole season, majority of it. Like the fact that we've even been in a title race, if we're going on everyone's prediction from the start of the season. So, obviously, I know people's opinions change during the season, but I'm just going from the start of the season. Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. We beat Chelsea. It is what it is. 8-1 on aggregate, I'll take it. Or 8-2, yeah, 8-1 on aggregate, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take the preseason game. Fuck, because obviously we couldn't do the 6-7-0, so bun them for that one. But I have to take the 8-1 on aggregate scoreline, which includes a 4-0 in preseason. But yeah, man. Apart from that, let's hope we just win the rest of our games. And hey, if anything, you never know if City want us to do us a favor and drop a couple points, couple 6-7 points. That'll be nice, but that's gonna happen. So just keep the faith on the future.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, here's a fun. We played under Pellegrini. Garnacho and Varane both will be back for the last 4 games of the season. Let's hope so. Yeah, Brighton did they did the double overs, Marcel. Cool. And where are they gonna finish? Behind us because we're a bad team. Same way you lot are going to finish behind us because we're a bad team. Like, what are we doing here? It's always over the top stuff with Manchester United. Everyone got all these players and all these ballers. All right, but you're going to finish behind us in that. Sarcasm City TV, George. What's the Twitch? Sarcasm City TV. That is the Twitch. I've already gone live there for that game, people. Warriors, Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Which starts.
Come on, Warriors.
Starts very, very soon, people. So I'm heading straight over there now, but make sure you hit the like button here. Make sure you subscribe. Shout out to my guy C1 every single time in the cut. Big up all the regulars, all the new people as well. Large up all of you lot. Hope to see all you lot for the Twitch. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. One last question. Cam, league on, or you not going to win the league?
League on.
Okay, first. Yeah.
But just for banter's sake, we're going to win that fucking league.
100%. Yeah, I like how you ignore the Brighton one, Marcel. You know what I'm saying? I like how you ignore the Brighton one. You lot are jokes. You know what I'm saying? And that. Don't let it slip. The fact that you lot are in 5th is terrible. You've had a shocking season. Liverpool have been abysmal. You know what I'm saying? And that. Abysmal. You failed this season. You failed last season. And then your manager going to fail next season. And you lot still going to defend him. But we're going to have them conversations. I've already said it.
Like we said, spicy Wenger.
Klopp don't win another major trophy at Liverpool. I've done said this. He's in his Wenger arc. He's on that Wenger trajectory.
He's in the second stint. The first stint was great. The second stint is
but he's in that Wenger trajectory now. But Liverpool fans don't want to have that conversation. He failed this season. He failed last season. You know what I'm saying? Failed. Why am I rattled by saying facts? You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? The only guy rattled is you because you disappear when your team's losing. You know what I'm saying? When it went 3-2 against Spurs, disappeared. When you got packed by Madrid, disappeared. I'm here week in, week out. You're not. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, Marcel. You go running.
More like day in, day out.
Man picked up his track shoes and started running. So let's not do all that. Yeah, he knows a lot about slipping. Let's not do that. I'm here win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? It went 3-2. Marcel disappeared. Oh, I've been watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Lost 5-2, disappeared. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, hell yeah, I'm just saying.
1-7-0, suddenly he's the first man in the chat.
Yeah, man, 7-0 here. You know what I'm saying? When they got packed 5-2, disappeared. Man was here both. You know what I'm saying? No, Marcel, you're not here week in, week out. Because when you got packed 5-2 by Real Madrid, you was not here. That's a fact. When it went 3-2 against Spurs, you was not there in that last game. That's a fact. What we doing? People can go back and check these. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? So let's not do
3-2? You mean the game before?
No, the Spurs game. When they played Spurs, just got because they were 3-0 up against Spurs and then it went 3-2. And then it went 3-3 and they won late. Nah. Don't say that. Marcel, you was not there, man, when it went 3-2. People can go check it out, but you gonna lie to the people. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do this because I will spin you. Let's not do this. Like I said, people can go check this the stream with Saint. Yeah, man, hella exposure, man. People can go and check that. He's here when he's Manchester United, but when Liverpool are losing, go look at that stream with Saint when they lost 5-2 to Real Madrid. Man was nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? On the watch along, nowhere to be found. And then he showed up an hour and a half later. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? When they went 3-2 against Spurs, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be.
You know, Marcel was chatting bare shit when he went tuning up versus us in the
Twitch man, he was, and then he disappeared, Dennis. As soon as it went 3-4-2, disappeared. What we talking about?
It went 2-2, 3-2.
The chat, no. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is an exam excuses. Same with Ryan, and he did the Ryan as well. 100%. Let's not do this. You know what I'm saying? Now you're here every day. I'm just using those two streams as an example. You're here every day, yes, but those two streams you was not. When it went 3-2 against Spurs, you disappeared. Like what we talking about? When it was 5-2 on that stream on the Twitch, you disappeared. The show with Saint later that night, because it was the same day, you didn't show up till an hour and a half afterwards. But when you lot packed us, you was here all the time. We lose, you're here all the time. Don't do that.
The chat, I swear on you. First in the chat.
First in the chat, always the most to say. And then when he gets called out, no, I'm not always here. Like, nah, man, don't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
I was busy packing my bags.
Yeah, man, did a McTominay, 100%. Full on did a McTominay, man. I'm saying, like this, I was watching the game. That's why I was not in the chat. Let them lose. He's not here. You know what I'm saying? Man ran when the going got tough. I'm here all the time. The game's already started. I've started the stream. So let's not do that.
Curry's going to dunk all over LeBron tonight. Sorry.
It's currently 5-4. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. But yeah, that stream started. So I need to head over there, people. That stream has started, right, people? So yes, head over to the Twitch. Just have to get that out there. People in the chat. So like, it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. So 1 out of how many? One time is one time too many, Marcel. That's what you're not understanding. Because if I did that, it would be issues. No, Kevin. This is nothing to do with United. This is people calling me out who can't stand.
If he did that, yeah.
If I did that, I would get criticized.
Even till today, even if you did it last year, even till today. Do you remember that day when you were missing, Flawless, for the whole day? No streams, no nothing, bro.
I said 1 out of how many? If I did that, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Let us lose to West Ham or not finish top 4 and I don't do a stream that day. Or I just disappear. What are we doing here? I'm saying I just don't say these things though, but I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit because man ain't here when their team lose, but I'm here when their team lose, and then but you disappear. Nah, one time is one time too many, Marcel. One time is one time because if I do it once, I get called out on it, and rightfully so. So that's all it is. You know what I'm saying, I want to talk about like don't talk no nonsense to me in it. You ran twice, 3 times. The Twitch stream against Madrid, the stream with Saint, the one after, and the free when it went 3-2 against Spurs. So that's 3 times. What we doing here? Show me a time where I ran out. We got packed 7-0. Man did the stream and went everywhere else. Was on Troops' stream, Battle of the North, the whole ran the gauntlet.
Man had this bulletproof on.
Ran the gauntlet that week. Yo, Cam. I was howling. I was screaming so much my voice went. My voice was hot. What we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
I remember that stream of Hassan.
It's just about man talking rubbish. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Man who can't want to come here and try and clown, but when their team's losing, can't hack it. The comment section. Never mind being on stream on the panel.
Do you know what's so mad? I remember the Shameless that night. Yeah.
I was
I
on
remember
Cheddar Chase.
I remember the Shameless that night. I remember the stream you did with Hassam, with Troops.
I'm saying, let's not do this.
Well, but all I'm saying is, like I said, Flawless was the only United fan that I know of that you wouldn't have believed Liverpool won 7-0.
Facts. I'm
Like
10
the
toes
way
down.
he
I
was
know
cooking
myself,
Liverpool fans, even after a 7-0 loss, the way he was cooking Liverpool fans was different gravy, bro. Like this guy was going ham, bro. Like because he was stating facts because their team won, and the first thing on their mind is Flawless.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Flawless.
Facts.
Where's Flawless? I need to go to Flawless. Like, why is Flawless the first man on your mind, bro?
Facts. You just won 7-0. Why am I fussed in that? Nah, it's not.
I should be the last guy on your mind. I should be the guy that, oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? 100% facts. I'm saying this ain't nothing to do with me. Nah, it's not that deep myself, but you be out here talking rubbish and that. Man trying to critique me about McAllister. But when your team loses, you ain't here. Now you running for the hills again. You know what I'm saying in that? I'm literally here, you know what I'm saying?
Because he's going to be a Liverpool player, so they hope.
Win, lose, or draw, man. Like, man's here. That's why I'm not hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm done taking that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting cooked. I'm done being, you know what I'm saying, cool, calm, and collected about it.
I'm done being a nice
from people that, hey, I'm done being a nice guy now. Everybody getting it. Everybody. And as soon as the going gets tough, oh, it's not that deep. I'm going now. Yeah. Bouncing it. Hiding again. You know what I'm saying? Running again because he knows it's facts. At first, it wasn't, nah, I didn't do that. I'm here every day. Then it was one stream. Now it's multiple. I'm saying you have previous to this. Let me do that. Let me not do the show right now with Cam after that. Nah. Forget all that. Tired of this shit. Nah, I'm done with all of it. I even mad. I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it.
Kill it. Kill him. Just like Meat Mill. Kill him.
Tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Absolute foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, playing. Big up Marcel though.
Yeah, it's big up everything. I don't get mistaken, people. It's not no beef or no issue or anything like that. No. This is all football related. It's all football related. I'm saying my team lost. You know what I'm saying? 7 man was here. So let's not even do that.
You was getting, oh my lord.
I got cooked, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine my team got cooked 7. No? That would have been the longest stream of my life.
I'm saying, moving like Casper in the chat. No, that's why people are popping up. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah, but we move. Anyways, we move. You just said you bouncing Marcel, so bounce to the Twitch. I see you over there. But yeah, we love because you have previous of running as well. That's why. So I'm just going off previous experience. But we move. Love to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Arsenal Manchester United show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.